What is up, y'all? OD'd here once again, and as you can see, I have the entire Michael Myers mask collection out today. I have done individual videos on each of these masks, but I wanted to kind of pull them all out and show them off in bright morning sunlight so you can really get the details of all of them. And I'm going to go through and explain what makes each individual mask so interesting and so special. So let's get started. Alright, first mask is the 1999 Don Post Studios Shatner mask. And as you can see, this looks like the original 1975 Captain Kirk mask, which was also made by Don Post Studios. This is the mask that the people of Halloween took and fiddled with it to come up with masks that look like that. So yeah, 1975 was the original year that the Captain Kirk mask came out. It was put out by Don Post Studios. And after that, for whatever reason, they kept making masks that look similar to this, but not exactly. The story that I heard is that William Shatner got wind of the fact that they were using his likeness in the Halloween series and kind of did like a cease and desist kind of thing. So they kept coming out with masks that were just called The Mask and things like that, that were supposed to be either William Shatner or Michael Myers type masks, and they really looked nothing like this one. But in 1998, they once again got the rights to make these type of masks, and they came out with two different ones. They came out with a $40 version, which didn't really look anything like this, and then this was the $100 version. So this is the nicer version of the 99 Shatner mask, as they then called it. And this blank here was actually sent to Sam McCain from Horror Sanctum Studios, and he cut the eyes out, put the hair on, and did the paint and whatnot. So this is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to owning an actual 75 Kirk mask. And as you can see down here on the bottom, there's a little copyright, and it says 1998, a Don Post TM mask made in China. So this is really cool because this one is, you know, very original and looks the most like the original 1975 Captain Kirk mask. Okay, we move on to the next one. This also is a 99 Don Post Shatner, but as you can see, it has been done up Michael Myers style, and what that basically means is in set 1975, they took that Kirk over there, or one that looked like that, and they ripped the sideburns off, cut the eyes out, painted the mask white, and painted the hair dark brown or black to give you what is now known as Michael Myers. So that's what this mask is it's one of those masks on the left that have just been converted. And the cool thing about this mask is it's been converted by who might be, some people say, the best mask converter in the game. This is done by James Carter, so it's a really cool mask. And again, probably the most, or the closest I'm going to get to actually having a 75 Kirk. So again, this is a 99 Don Post, done up by James Carter. One thing I want to mention too is these masks are very little. This mask would not fit my head. I mean, I have pretty big hands, but as you can see, it's a very tiny mask. These are children's masks basically, so 23 inches, maybe 23 and a half if you measure it around the forehead area there. So most grown adults won't be able to wear these Shatner masks, at least the originals. And as you can see, as with the other one, it has the 98 Don Post mask in the back. So this is really cool. Once again, Don Post 99 Shatner, overhauled by James Carter. Alright, now we move on to my first replica mask. In other words, this is the one of the masks that I own that is not made by Don Post Studios, which is, of course, obviously the originators of the Kirk mask that turned into Michael Myers. So this here is a White Mask Productions Night Stalker done by Chris Morgan. So he basically, you know, molded the mask itself and then did all the hair and the eye cuts and whatnot. And then I also have this really nice stand that Chris made that goes along with it. This mask, to my knowledge, is not being made anymore, so it's kind of cool that I got one of these. And one of the really nice things that I actually did is I have Nick Castle, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 1. He signed this side, and I have Dick Warlock, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2, signed this side. So this mask is really cool. I also have a very nice case that this is in. In fact, this is the second time in probably 3 or 4 years, if not longer, that I've actually even taken out of the case, just because it has the signatures on it, and I like to preserve it as much as I can. So yeah, it stays in the case all the time. But once again, this is a White Mass Productions Night Stalker done by Chris Morgan. Alright, now we are going to get into what I would say is the high-end replica masks. This mold here was done by NAG, Nicholas Art Gallery. For those of you in the mask game, you know that Nick, some people say, probably does the best sculpts or molds when it comes to Michael Myers replica masks. So this is a NAG 75K. There are different versions of the 75K. There's the old mold, the new mold, there's a 75K Supreme, and then this one, which is the Castle. And what that means by Castle is, as I said, these masks over here, at least the 99 Shatners, were very small. I've also heard that the 75K was pretty small. So for a grown person to wear one of these masks, it's a bit difficult. Nick had a very elongated face, so I guess what he ended up doing was actually putting his chin down here in the bottom of the mask instead of into the chin. So when he wore it, it stretched the mask out. So this is a NAG 75K Castle edition, and what Nikos did from NAG is basically put the stretch into the mold itself. And once again, the overhaul on this, and by overhaul I mean the guy who did the paint, the eye cuts, and the hair, this was done by James Carter. So check it out. Some people say that this is the holy grail of 75K, like, you know, or the H1 mask as far as the Halloween 1 mask. You know, if you want the most accurate, nicest mask on the market, get the 75 Castle and have James overhaul it for you. This is my second favorite mask that I probably own right now. Very nice. I don't ever plan on really getting rid of this one, trading it, selling it, whatever. It's just a gorgeous mask, and it actually fits me too. It's the only mask that I own right now that fits me, so if I want to be a weirdo and put it on and run around the house and take pictures, I can do so. So yeah, once again, this is the NAG 75K Castle done up by James Carter. Alright, last and certainly not least, this is the only Halloween 2 style replica that I own at the moment. This again is a NAG mask, Nicholas Art Galleries, and this is done up again Halloween 2 style. What that means is after the filming of Halloween 1, Deborah, who worked on the movie, basically took the mask, and this was in 1978, and stuck it under her bed, and it kind of got dirty and, well, looked like this once they started doing the filming of Halloween 2, because Halloween 2 technically was never really supposed to happen. But it did, so the mask was much dirtier. The blonde hair that had been painted from the original 75 Kirk had kind of turned this light brown color, and, well, a mask being under the bed, and Deborah smoked, so it kind of got funked up, kind of dirtied up. So this is the NAG 98 Proto, from which what I heard is that Nikos got this style here from the 98 Shatner, which is the $40 version of the 99 Shatner over there. So yeah, this is very close to, again, what the original would be. And some people say that this is the nicest mold if you want either an H1 or an H2, which I agree, it's definitely up there. I think it pulls off both of the looks really nice, and I think this H1 right now, this H2 right now is probably my favorite mask that I own. This is also overhauled by James Carter. Yeah, this is the 98 Proto NAG done up by JC, or James Carter. So yeah, here's the entire collection, y'all. It's kind of interesting, and at least to me anyways, very neat that this kind of shows you the history of the mask, at least up through Halloween 2. You have the basic 75 Kirk looking mask on the left, and then you go all the way through the Halloween 2 kind of look way over on the right. If you have any other questions, leave a comment down below. So anyways, my name is Odeed. This is Michael Myers. I'm out. Peace.